there once again, all you wonderful lovelies. 'Tis I, the Sun, aka Lynn. Allow me to welcome you back to another installment of Vampyr. Where last left off, we've just dealt with Nurse Dorothy, or Dorothea, whatever the hell she wants to call herself. Sorry, I just woke up, I'm a little sleepy. And now, we have to go deal with our sister, who we're now visiting the funeral of, which can be really awkward. Why am I doing this when I first wake up? Simple. Hardly anyone else is awake. And Mom is watching the puppy, so I can record peacefully, because Vampyr usually takes a shit ton of time, and the puppy likes to roam and chew on things in the morning. Things I can't properly watch at the same time as recording. Pembroke Hospital. I'm going to need a few things. Like here. Blood vials would be helpful. Not sure about that. Anything I can do about my weapon yet? Still no handle. Handles are my only issue. Damn you, handles. Okay, these can go away. What did I try to do last time? Oh yeah, I rest after upgrading myself, and then everyone in the hospital became fatigued. That was annoying. I still haven't run into them yet, so I have no idea their diagnosis. Haven't spoken with her yet. Everyone here is fine except you, because I still don't have headache medication. And I don't have stuff for migraine. I don't have stuff for the cold. And these, apparently they have two things, so I'm gonna have to double heal. And it's just gonna get even more crazy. But I'm trying to keep everybody healthy. Alright, I got my syringes on, my weapons are handy. Powers. I got a bunch of health, good stamina. I should heal when I bite in combat. I should heal myself a bit more when I do that. Damage, freeze them, shield, and I got my ultimate. I should be okay. Alright, gotta go this way. Does it say I have full blood? I'm gonna need full blood. Have I been through here before? Because it seems weird that I wouldn't have been here before.
I have this thirst for blood.
Jonathan, do we have full blood?
I can't believe I'm doing this.
As long as we have full blood. Hello, lady. Yeah, you did. 16, 14, 15. Yeah, that's the one that really drives me insane, so gonna have to kill you.
It's an H! Kill it!
How you doing? Stab, 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 and stab.
Bloody late!
Damn it, you survived. Stab, 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 stab. Thank you. Your contribution to my cause is necessary. Though it's unnecessary. Because I really hate going against you guys. That's annoying, their bodies disappeared. Yoink. The heck is up there? Hello? May I ransack? Oh wait, I've been through here. Ransack! No, it's nothing. Alright. Oh dear. Look up me, a man with a boom boom stick.
This is no place for you, sir.
So I've been told.
Stop now!
I haven't done anything.
Get back in the grave!
How about you bugger off? Yeah, how do you like it? How do you like it when my weapon takes blood from you? Very useful. Alright, so it's just ahead of me. 16, 14. Who to kill first? That's the problem. Ooh, money. Guess they wanted a newspaper for the rest of their life. Barrels. The crying baby is odd to hear because you don't see any children. Yonk, donk, donk. You're a gunshot miss.
Christ, he's dead!
Yeah. Your gunshot missed again. Stab, 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 stab. Hadoinkin. Skal? No. You're looking oddly at dead people, and this looks like something I could get into, but I can't. You're alone out here. That's not good on you, sir. Especially when I can do this.
Over there!
You alright, dead sir? No, dead sir is not alright. Every little thing's not alright for him. Secrety secrets, maybe? Goes somewhere. After the fight. Spooky. This is gonna be super awkward. Getting over here. Trash can lid. God dang it.
My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
Such a whiny little bitch you are, Jonathan, I swear. Get it. You feel responsible because you are responsible. I know, not going the way I should be going. But I have to do everything that I can to make sure enemies are at minimum. Anything over here? Other than rats?
This is despicable.
Nothing here but rats, which is good. I can go here, or can I knock? Oh, I can go in. Stealth this bitch. I knock. Nope. You're not. Not dealing with none of that. None of that. Oh, we got dead man. Watery, rich blood sample. Huh. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, I found a save. Well, good. In case something bad happens, I'll end up here, right? Have I been here before? Seems like maybe I have. Alright. Bing bang boom. Almost missed out on money. Jonathan, don't be silly. Money is needed. Okay, now there was a skal over here. I need to pro slowly. Double skal. Nom, nom, nom. I'm glad that guy's been standing there. Oh crap, that's some bad karma. Donk, donk. Where'd you go? Oh. Bonk. Bonk. Good thing there's like an auto lock. Bonk. Bonk. Yikes. I didn't mean to do that. Another skal. Group of them. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Nope, none of that. You die. You die. Damn it. You guys keep making me crush gravestones. I don't want to be a dick. And plug. And another one? Jesus. Just wandering around. Surprise attack! Damn, not too surprised. Nope. None of that, sir. God dang, these skals are everywhere. It's a graveyard. And lock. Bonk. I don't enjoy that. Donk, donk, donk. And donk, donk, and donk. One more time, Jonathan. There we go. Collector's prize. Are you also? Yeah, you're a skal. You're a skal that I am not liking the look of. I'm going to have to sneak up on you. Otherwise, you're going to do some flashy shit. Stab, 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 stab. Oh, come on, Jonathan. Stab. Oh, crap. I gotta save somebody. Yoink. I'm coming to save you, dear.
Somebody help!
I gotcha. That takes out a good chunk. I gotcha. Don't worry. Ignore the giant blood storm that popped up in front of you for a moment.
Somebody help!
There. I have been helpful. Mausoleum. Interesting. Excuse me, dear lady. You okay? I like your hat.
Are you all right, miss?
I don't know.
Who were those people? They wanted to kill me. Why?
They've lost their minds in the epidemic. They won't come back for now.
You seem to know a lot about them, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. I'm investigating this disease.
I am Xiaoxun. Thank you so much for helping me, Mr. Reid. I must go to the cemetery now. Goodbye.
Okay. And, Miss Xiaoxun, where do I find you at? Oh, you were down here. Well, you're currently healthy, so stay that way, please.
Carnage. Is Father Whitaker's disciple among the bodies, I wonder? This man's far too old to be Samuel. No. By the look of his clothes, this man's a docker. Samuel isn't here. I had better follow the blood trail.
What is that, an axe? Dude, I should take that. Better follow the blood trail. It leads all up over there, Jonathan. Box!
It's locked, all right.
What? Lucky lockers. Alright. Stay here. Going toward my objective now. I don't think I'll be encountering much of else now that I'm following the path that it wants me to. Ah, spoke too soon. Wait. That leads to the... Yeah, I was there. I did that stuff. Anyone else confused as I am? I'm confused. Hello. You're random. Oh yes. Put out your pamphlets, because people will believe that. Good on you for trying, mate. Lost the blood trail. Ah, pooples. By the way, I know what I know what I have to do now. It makes it look like I can go in you. A lot of these look like I can explore. And that has me being curious. Like, would I be able to ransack a tomb?
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
Why? Why can't I reveal myself to my mother? She knew I was coming back. Nobody...
I have this thirst
Nobody
for blood.
knows I'm dead. Or dead-like. My sister was the only one that was searching for my body. It's safe to assume that they thought I was alive.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Yeah, you're not my dad.
Avery,
You're just the help.
I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? If I could only change one thing. One thing. This is a nightmare.
And that's his catchphrase. Put it on a shirt.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
The skals screaming in the background. She was kindness incarnate. I feel like a hypocrite. Sounds like a bad joke.
She was a good person. Vibrant, full of life. She was kindness incarnate, my Mary.
You're a good person, Jonathan. And a young Ekon. A newborn cast into the night without so much as a candle to guide your way.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
How is it possible? Tell me. Is it so easy to take a life every night, and then just smile and nod at those you spared?
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You've felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
You may be right.
Of course. I've stared upon this world for centuries, and time has taught me to deal with guilt, if not erase it.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
Won't I be hurt going in a church? Looks rather small. I could be wrong. Conveniently convenient. Rats. Why does it sound like something thumping? Thumping loudly. Strange formula. Do I finally have the formulas needed in order to, you know, make shit that I need? That would be really, really useful. Anything over here I can grab? Grabby grabs. Oop, there is some mun-muns. For my fun funds. Hello. You're not a workbench, but you're close. Anything else hidden around here? more stuff. But I've got... Have I been here before? No, it said it was new. Just seems oddly familiar. Kind of like a bunch of places I've been. Analyze. Yes! I finally have these last bits of recipes. Thank you. Jesus. What? Fatigue, anemia, sepsis, pneumonia, bronchitis. Okay, I do have cold. I feel stupid for not noticing I had cold. So who do I need for? All the way first district. Unknown, so I can't treat you. That's one for headache. Might as well make that now. Badonk. Who else? Wish I could just skip to that thing better. Migraine. Unknown. Because I haven't met him yet. There's one migraine, 2 colds. Migraine. And 2 colds. And I haven't met anybody in the new district yet, so sweet, I'm actually good now. I have 460 HP. Not really worth much of anything. Okay, and 0 full damage.
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you?
Fun.
Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Here's somebody who didn't do a pacifist run.
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon.
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
I know, right? Just rude. Uh-oh. Oh, we got some stuff going on. Oh. We got a reverend now. Yoink, yoink. Uh-oh. Holy light. Enjoy. He's good against... Oh. Oh. He's good against shadow magic, huh? Fucking light bringer.
This man stunned me with his faith. His crucifix. This is not good news.
Oh, that's gonna smother.
You were saying, sir, your aim is terribly off. Yeah, he stunned you with faith, Jonathan, because... yeah. That's all the crucifix really needs, is faith. Otherwise, it's just... a funny looking stick. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Didn't mean to give it weird pause. Getting very weird vibes. Wait, so I'm back here again? So I can give the medicine then? Probably. Richard, yeah, he's in the back. He just wanders around speaking poems. Okay. You're fine. Hey, Richard.
Oh, Camellia, the silent flower of Whitechapel.
You're adorable.
Good evening, Mr. Nithercott.
And good evening to you too, my good sir. Can I be of any help?
You can. I have stuff to
Do you
treat your
need medical
cold.
attention, sir?
It may be wise to let you prescribe me something. I don't feel like I should.
Bonk.
I understand your appetite for words and macabre beauty, sir. But you should be more careful.
The nutrition of my mind is more important than my physical health. But I appreciate your concern, sir.
You do realize without physical health, your brain kinda goes to shit, sir. Goes to shit.
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Not at all, sir.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Alright. That dealt with him. That would leave Benjamin Palmer. He's out further. And he's somewhere around her. I can deal with them before going into the church. I know it's extending the missions, but I don't get these opportunities as often as I should. Alright, you're wandering around. Who be you? No, you're Clayton Darby. You're a locked area. How you doing, Clayton? One of the few times you can say good positive things about a Clayton without being referenced to Tarzan. Okay, this is I think how I came in here. Yeah, this is how you came in. So, go over here. Joe's fine. She's... Why are you lower on health? I mean your XP. Okay, it's you guys. I've helped your son. I wouldn't say your son, because I can't tell. Turns out Joe,
District seems to get ugly.
the David King wannabe, was his wife was having an affair with the retail
Mr.
salesman.
Bates.
Evening, Doctor.
It's entirely possible that his kid ain't his kid. It's rather sad.
Since I took an oath to help people, can I be of assistance?
Well, seen better days, that's for sure. But it was bound to happen with all these refugees about.
Oh my god, fuck you. But I will give it to Joe. He's a good dad. Takes care of the boy. His kid's his kid. Nothing, no evidence needed.
Infecting you is probably the last thing on these people's minds. Take this in any case.
What? You give me this for free? Don't have a clue about this place, do you?
Have you heard anything about Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Not really.
A man such as yourself, knee-deep in the muck of Whitechapel, must know more. Speak now.
Heard it closed after the owners died. Refugees don't want to come to Whitechapel no more. Scared, I hear.
You sound disappointed.
As long as she was there at the dispensary, it attracted more immigrants and kept my place full. Such a shame.
Why am I not convinced?
Maybe it's because you lack faith. Being a skeptic must be useful for a man of science.
Goodbye, Mr. Bates.
Okay, and that left me... What was it? You. Should be somewhere around here. Darby's is fine. She's fine.
Is no match for the Swanborough cordial.
There you go. Excuse me, sir.
Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reid.
I'm afraid I can.
You don't
sir.
seem well, Benjamin. Do you need any help?
I always feel ill, sir. It's like I'm never right.
I can try to help your body heal, sir. But you must stop destroying it.
The war destroyed me, Doctor.
I know. But you can't let
Have
it get
you
in the
any
way.
news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Not recently.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
Alright, now that's going to bring up health in the area, which is good. It needed it. I still don't know where he is. I have his image, but I've never met the guy. Not as far as I know. But the burrow will do better. That's at least.
Oh, please, I don't have your money.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
Can't you just look the other way?
The walls of your home will not protect you. For there is no protection against malevolence and trickery.
Oh, bugger off.
You are
Why this door? And away I go.
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
I've no need for a kind ear. I don't need company.
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
God is everywhere. You don't necessarily need a church to pray to him. That's the awesome power of it. Omnipotence. I've words for one departed. This is private concern.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest, as you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
She was my sister.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
It was an accident. A terrible, terrible accident.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
She died because of me. How do you think I feel?
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What would you like her to know?
I killed you. There's no excuse. My dear Mary, forgive me.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
How do you feel now, Jonathan?
Whatever happened on this dock is between my sister and I. It does not concern God at all.
Then what was the point of this? Meet Swansea back.
Most of them don't speak English. How am I supposed to interview them?
How did I get here? Wait. You mean I could just poof in front of this guy. Oh, but I can't dodge run? That's some BS. Alright, so how did I get to the cemetery? Did I come through here? I know I don't necessarily have to, but yeah, I'm trying to go through here. Just want to... Oh, really? Come on. I know there's still the dude down at the docks. I need to give him healing medicine. Alright, fine. We'll go the normal route then. Pardon me? You assume I could just be Jack the Ripper. You make assumptions in the dark. That's wrong. It's wrong to make assumptions in the dark, sir. You know not what you do. Fine. Bonk. Stab. 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 That poor lady. Why'd you do that? You do bad things to her. You will pay! With stabbings! Jackass! Oh, I got more. Oh, way more. So, yeah. Too late for you. Damn. Get down past half health. Hadoink. And you gave me that. I'm sorry, sir. You've been buggered really hard. Rest now. I've been in here before. I feel like I have. I got my blood back up. Skals. Rogue Skal, Rogue Skal. Just all Rogue Skals. Alright. Hey, Rogue Skals. Dude. Miss. Dang it. And Hadouken. Yeah. How do you like it when I stab you like Dingleberry? Yeah, I can do that teleportation too. Nope. Butthole. Jonathan, I didn't hit any input. Now you're just going insane. Anything out here? Wool scarf. Beautiful warm wool scarf. Romanian pattern. Huh. Well, I did a service there. Got rid of me some monsters. Down here and this corner. And just follow the road. Follow the road. And it brought me back to the bridge. Oh. You're just being rude. And you vomited blood. Why are you wasting blood? Wasting the blood is bad. And give me another second to heal. Yum num 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 num. That heals me up pretty dang good. I got one walking into a wall for some reason and another feeding on a corpse. Dunk, 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 dunk. Excellent. You're being super rude. Super rudes will not be taken lightly. Oh. Oh. Not. sir. Good sir. Stop it. So super rude, that one. And the poor corpse. Nope, poor corpse cannot be looted. Dang it, and I had just healed it myself. And heals all the way. Wait, I am going the right way. I am. I just still have to deal with these buggers. A lootable corpse, huh? Don't mind if I... Die, Bernie! Shh. Ah, you alerted your buddy. Or did you? No, you didn't. Thank you. Okay, you're a gun guy. It's the guys on the bottom I need to deal with more. And Hadouken! I'm glad your friends are paying attention. Vampire! Your friends were paying real good attention there. It's not available yet. Okay. Stab, stab, stab.
The power of the Lord commands you!
And the power of this Lord commands you to shut the hell up. Nope, none of that, sir. There. Dealt with him. Got your stuff. It's still shiny. It's so shiny. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to grab his stuff. Ah, much better. The shiny staff and me don't mix.
Remorse and pain are precious when binding you to the earth.
Okay.
You. I remember you.
The fuck?
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
What?
You selected me, chose me.
As shall my children yet to come.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
Don't like it. But I wanted to talk to you more.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave.
I know, man. It freaking sucks.
So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind?
Probably that.
Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
Jonathan's suffering from middle child syndrome, because he's definitely acting like it. Excuse me?
It's locked, all right.
What?
I can't understand why you still care for it. What did fit then? For God's sake. We're still alive. We have no reason to be here. I have not survived being buried in a mass grave for these trivialities. We're not in the middle of a battle.
Guys, I want to heal you. Guys?
I cannot enter.
Guys, please. You have goods. I would like these goods. Come on, come out. I would also like to give you medicine. Thank you. Yeah, it won't let me out. I mean, it won't let me in. Rude game. Hey, I got stuff for your headache.
Good evening.
Evening, Dr. Reid.
Do you need medical attention?
Don't get me wrong, sir. I'm grateful for what you've done, but I've never felt comfortable with doctors.
It's fine.
I'm certain you have your reasons. But let me assure you, I'm not like other doctors you may have consulted with.
It is true. You risked your life to save me, after all. It would be impolite to refuse your counsel.
There you go, boy.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to take care of yourself.
Tell your boyfriend he's cute. They like it when you compliment him. What? Guys like when they're called good things. Everybody's doing stuff. What did you do? What did you do? It's bad, Lady Ashbury. Bad. There's just a box of opium. What the hell?
Jonathan, my sincere condolences for your loss.
Your kindness is much appreciated, my lady.
Is there anything you require?
I spied my mother at the funeral. Have you ever revealed yourself to a member of your family?
No, Jonathan. And I'd advise you even from thinking about it.
But why?
Are we then condemned to lie to those we love?
We are creatures of deception, my friend. But this is more for their sake than ours.
Let me guess. Other people go after them, blah, blah,
But
blah.
what if I was close to someone and wished to tell them the truth?
Fear, loathing, disgust. And then they will plead to be turned. They will see it as salvation. Then there's the risk of gaining the attention of vampire hunters.
So is the problem.
Are we condemned to attend the funerals of all we love?
Dying is the final act of life, Jonathan. Present company excluded. Accepted.
I don't know what to expect. Am I cursed to an eternity of solitude?
With time, we Ekon tend to go into isolation. If we survive long enough, that is.
As a practitioner of the medical sciences, I'm prepared for the death of loved ones. But mourning in the shadows, deprived of sharing one's grief.
We are no longer a part of the circle of life and death. We are undead, my friend. And so we are outcasts.
Not true, you could still die. It'd take a lot, but you could still die.
Goodbye, my lady. Until we meet again.
You're still part of the circle of life and death. It's just a little more wiggered. Oh. What the fuck happened here?
It's here again.
Oh. Where's the... What the fuck? The hell happened? What was her name? She's not even on this list? The old woman that slept in here. What happened to her?
The daily routine.
Oh, garlic and wooden steaks. Is Thelma? Where's Thelma? Okay, she's still here. Shit's gotten a bit crazy since I was gone for uh-oh. Don't like the sound of that.
God protect us.
You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCallum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory.
Why do you always have that skull in your head?
And I just had the carpet cleaned.
Haha, just had the carpet clean joke.
By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
Who killed her? Why is there so much blood, man? You gotta tell me.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
No, there's a few more bodies. Do you fear your reputation?
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
Don't have the heart for this. I'm your only hope again.
Very well. I'll help you.
I know this place means something to you. I have noticed how you suppress your appetite when around the staff and patients.
You need to know you can trust me, Edgar.
I do, dear fellow, I do.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Well, you do have two vampires. They are not far wrong.
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCallum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
The sad saint of the East End. Yeah, it is a sad thing. Wait, so he went all the way back there? That seems a bit crazy. Yeah, he's even removed from here. Well, it takes me back to the East End. Widow in distress.
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
What was widow in distress? I have a feeling it was her, but I have no idea where, you know, where I'd see her. Anything new I can scrounge up? Okay, everyone was just fatigued. I've helped him, but I thought he was a double. And there's still U of unknown. So many unknowns. I have nothing to analyze. No, stop it. Still no good part handles. I got a used hatchet. Interesting. I could get that to level 2. Do some serious damage. Increase damage dealt by 10% or absorb blood when the weapon hits. It's always good for this one. And I can do it again. Decrease stamina consumption. Absorb blood when hit. Stamina is a pain in the ass. Good handles are hard to come by. Alright. Chapter 4 is when I'll get water for that. So now I gotta go all the way back. Back to the docks. Which this is kind of an annoying thing, going back and forth. Hey Clay. His wife and her trisses are a little interesting. Okay. It's such a weird thing. Loves her to death, no doubt on that. Not sure how he'd feel about her sleeping around with another member of the gang. Huh. Oh, they're still here. Didn't think they were. And...
Cross the lead!
Haboosh! 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 Miss Hadunk! He's semi-resistant to the combat.
Let's pin it down!
Nope. None of that. Stop it.
It's a kill!
Well, no shit. Oh, crap, that stuff. Gotcha. But you're not dead. Now you are. Okay. A problem right now. But you're a problem that's been dealt with. I knew you had stuff. Guys just be holding out on me. And num 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 num. Blood. God dang it. Excuse me. Gonna have to you.
Watch out! Die, vermin!
Oh yeah, totally acting like a leech by using machete. Okay. Really pissing me off. Nope. And yoink.
Filthy piece of shit!
So the guy using a weapon. And again, I'm using one too. Nom 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 nom. Nope, not going that way. Not going that way. Alright, now cross this bridge. Make it difficult for me.
Best over there! There's one of them vermin!
I'm not resistant to my machete, sir.
Filthy fucking beast!
I am given cover. That's the only good thing I have about that. And you did it. They're getting much stronger. And that's going to be an annoyance. Thought I upgraded my health so I can deal with stuff like that. Wrong I was. Let's go away from you. Alright, getting back down to the docks. Yoink! Medical supplies. They're all here. Just makes you wonder how people are so sick. Doink. Aside from that one vampire, everything's healthy. Alright, I should be able to get over there from here. nice old lady I haven't spoken to yet. Yay. This guy's banging Clay's wife. And there's
The sewer
Clay's
dog's
wife.
fault, they say. Then the gangs, the epidemics, everyone's throwing the blame.
Unknowns.
Mark my words, miss. These murders are the work of a vampire.
I could have
A
done
vampire?
this.
Whatever do you mean?
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
A vampire hunter.
You best be off to your hunting then. For if the sewer dog is back and hunting all these poor folk, he needs a catching.
No. Wait, Darby is still alive?
A sewer dog?
But this...
What's it look like?
It's
Looks
an
like
old
Darby.
story. A monster with daggers
No?
for teeth and icy claws. He comes of a sudden, nighttime, claiming innocence, and vanishes.
Darby's still there.
Teeth, claws, murders by night. Your sewer dog.
Blah blah blah, sewer dog's a vampire, blah 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 blah. I'm an obnoxious tool, I am, blah blah blah. Alright, where's that fellow? Okay, Russell's doing good. So this must have been the old lady's house. I'm gonna just ask her a few questions before I continue on and talk to that
Good
idiot.
evening, madam. It's Dr. Reid again. May I come in?
You best come back in the morning, Doctor.
The morning never lets me in.
The disease takes away the good people too, madam. Why not let me in?
It's Mrs. Fishburne. Stella Fishburne. And yes, indeed. Why not let a doctor in?
I needed Mesmer level 2 in order to get
The
in.
epidemic is what worries people most these days.
Yeah, people are always talking about this, sewer dog that. Can't tell if that's just a dirty chair or if it's meant to look like somebody died in it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This dude lives with her. Sure, he's a serial killer, kind of, because he has these weird, sporadic fits, but they live together and there's only one bed. Madam, why must you still
It's locked.
share a bed with your son?
So you have questions about the flu then?
Yes, among other things.
Forgive my rudeness at the door. It's just my son doesn't like strangers coming in the house.
Oh, he knows me. But, why are you so low res right now for some reason?
How is life around here?
Life has always been hard in the East End. But it's everywhere nowadays, isn't it?
You sound very young for someone so old.
Do you think the increase in violence has anything to do with the epidemic?
The gangs, if you ask me. Recently, it's like everyone has had to pick a side.
Violence has always fed on poverty, don't you think? It's a cruel law of the human condition.
And selfishness is their rotten fruit. These days, you can just die in the gutter and no one will bat an eye.
May I ask what you do, Mrs. Fishburne?
Since my husband died, I worked at the Dawson Rope Factory, but it closed before the war. I occasionally help at the night asylum, in exchange for food.
Huh.
Did your husband die in the war?
Oh no, my Jack was a docker. He died when my Seymour was just a lad. The poor boy saw his dad slip and fall from that scaffolding.
Ooh.
How do you pay the rent, then?
My Seymour works at the docks, just like his dad. He's very attached to the house he grew up in. It's not always easy, but we get by all right.
The orphan that regards you as a mother. Please tell me about him, Stella.
You mean Rufus? I wish I could do even more for the poor boy. Most people are so selfish.
But you're not.
Years may have passed, but I haven't forgotten how it feels to go through days with nothing but an empty stomach.
Did I call him Russell? I meant Rufus. Yeah, you're fine. You're one of the more healthy people around here. Let's see.
Tell me about these demons Seymour needs your help to fight.
Seymour used to be such a happy child, and he is still a helping son most of the time. But when he gets angry, he can hardly contain his rage.
All men and women are born innocent, Mrs. Fishburne. But there can be a monster within any of us.
Do you think he can be cured, Doctor? Do you think something can extinguish this rage inside my Seymour?
Science has only just begun to investigate the mysteries of the human mind. Currently, we have more assumptions than fact.
There ain't no hope then. Somehow, somewhere, my son has turned into a monster, and nothing will bring him back.
Stella, I know you are ashamed of your son's crimes. So why do you protect Seymour?
I can't report my own son, can I? Not a burden I could bear.
Burden? How do you mean?
They'd hang him for sure. I won't send my only son to his death.
I'm convinced you raised Seymour the best you could. You're not responsible for what he became.
If someone ever found the courage to speak to the police, I will take my share.
Your son's gone way beyond simply bullying people. He has a taste for blood, and you know it, don't you, Stella?
One night, he told me straight up, in his own words. It was several days after one of his episodes.
Why did he confess? Did you suspect something?
No. I guess he wanted his old mum to help him fight his, demons.
Did Seymour tell you everything that night?
More than I could stand. The words he used to describe his hate, his rage, how he feels when he's done it.
Got a bit too creepily detailed, huh?
I'm trying to locate Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where he could be?
You talking about the one everyone calls the sad saint? The man who takes care of the homeless?
The very same, Miss Fishburne.
I'm sorry. I don't know where his shelter is. But if you ask around, I'm sure you'll get your answer.
I thank you.
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne. Take care of yourself.
And it's still locked, right?
I'm not
It's
sure
locked, all
the epidemic
right.
is what worries people most these days.
Alright. But other than that, I've taken care of everyone here. At least this is that new guy who's being a fuddy-duddy. Freaking fuddy-duddies. Excuse me, fuddy-duddy. How you doing?
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a strange event? More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton, vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter? Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist, and they're close.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
Oh, sure you would. Just more talk of your ego.
What can you tell me about this neighborhood?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Poor boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
It's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
You mean like the one we're in right now?
So, how exactly are you protecting these people? I'm curious.
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
Well, it's not like the vampire can't get in their house either.
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire threat.
Are you asking me to paste posters about vampires around the docks?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that, then I can focus on my patrols.
Really?
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
I call bullshit on you, sir. Epic bullshit. Alright, got that done. That. Oh, wait. Ha!
Have you heard of the Guard of Priwen?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
That's because they're retarded.
Were you ever tempted to join the Guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter. They're more of a sanitary militia.
You are the silent fart of this city. Good on you.
So you hunt alone? That sounds risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just a matter of observation and patience.
True. At least he's smart about that.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me, Mr. Throgmorton?
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour, but I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there, they have plenty of reasons to hide.
I could make you tell me, but I respect your refusal. You really believe Sean is a saint, don't you?
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child, he was molested. By a priest of all people. Funny thing is, though, it only strengthened his faith.
Interesting.
Maybe at least you can tell me who could help me find him.
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts. He's a bartender and good judge of character. If he talks to you, then it's fine by me.
Of course Tom talks to me.
Goodbye.
Tom's my boy.
And good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
And turn. Tom, my man. What's shaking?
Welcome back, Doctor. What can I do for you?
Let's see. Nothing new here.
Sabrina seems very fond of you, Tom.
I like her too. I really do. I know I'm her boss, and I'm much older and all. But I like her, for sure.
What is bothering you, then?
Sabrina is an angry one. She wears it like a coat. I'm not sure I can make her shed that anger. It hurts to see her like that.
Aww. Sorry.
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
I believe he returned to his flock. Can you confirm that?
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. Oh, I guess it has something to do with what happened to him as a baby.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. That would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
Dear God, how much crap did this poor guy go through?
The important thing is I find him. Quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
Thank you, Tom.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
So few clients. What with the epidemic, no one dares go
You're still
outside.
working at this hour? That's what I call dedication.
Sabrina, what do you do?
Tell me, Sabrina, do you really believe Tom has renounced his life of crime?
He proves it to me every day he tells the truth. Tom Watts is a good man. One of the best.
And you don't think he might fall back into his sordid ways?
We can all do terrible things, Dr. Reid. And we never know what we're really capable of until it's too late.
Bum, bum, bum.
Sabrina, tell me about your true feelings for your boss.
I love Tom. Not ashamed of it. Don't care if the customers joke about it, neither.
Aw, who's mocking
Who's
you?
mocking you?
I mean, we're always together. People will talk, won't they?
Does Tom love you?
Yeah, but he's always reluctant to take it further. It's not because I'm younger, or because of the colour of my skin. He hates jokes about us.
Times like these, a good drink's just as likely to cause a problem as to solve one.
Aha.
Were you aware of Tom's past incarceration?
That's the first thing he told me when he offered me the job. He didn't want me hearing about his past from anyone else.
Did it surprise you to find out about it?
Not really. I was already aware of his reputation before I met him. That's why I came to the Turtle in the first place.
Most people would have run away because of that.
Not me. I thought a man like him could give me stability, you know? At least to some degree. And I wasn't mistaken.
Miss Cavendish, would you be willing to help me locate Sean Hampton?
You better ask Tom, sir.
Why not answer me directly?
We respect the privacy of our customers here, sir. Only Tom can decide who to speak to and what he'll say to them.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
Well, she's a good person. Alright, so now I have to go all the way over there. Why do I feel like I'm missing something? Maybe this will open up other things. My current level of blood is fine. I don't know what I'm missing. It just feels like I am. The heck are you?
Good evening, sir. I'm amazed you made it back to the docks alone.
Oh,
Good
you're
for
that
you.
guy.
Well, I could say the same about you, young man. More to the point, who the hell are you?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid.
And I am Archer Woodbead. Please excuse my assertiveness. I often forget I'm just an old prune.
Well, I'm glad you're aware of that, sir.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
People used to feel safe around here. They had the gangs protecting them. Now all they do is bicker and plot against one another.
Missing the good old days, are you not?
Trust me, son. The longer you live, the less meaning your existence will have. You need to remember the days you still had beliefs.
And what about the gangs?
Back in my day, people trusted the wet boot boys. We looked out for the docks and its families. Nowadays, they're just a bunch of greedy fuckers.
You were a gang member?
I was their leader for a time, believe it or not. Now these bastards act like I'm nothing. Not one of them. They owe me some damn respect.
True.
If you were such a respected figure, surely you have many interesting stories about this part of town.
You bet I do, but make no mistake. I'm no rat, sir. Some secrets are best left buried.
Do you still know anyone? From the old days, I mean.
Most of them are dead. I still give Miss Gillingham salutations. She doesn't remember me. She did once like me. Boy, she was a beauty back then.
Who would you trust around here?
The owner of the Turquoise Turtle's a decent fella. Tom's his name. Sean Hampton's all right too. Don't particularly share his religious views. He's quite devout, if you catch my meaning.
Any remarkable new faces around here?
Nobody. Well, there's that boy Rufus the Curse.
I like him, despite the reputation he's made since his parents died. Poor little bastard.
I'm sure a district as colourful as the docks must have plenty of stories about strange visitors and creepy characters.
So, you want me to talk about the sewer dog, don't you?
If you don't mind.
The sewer dog is a bitch. Appropriately named, an old woman dressed in rags. She has an elegance, though, despite her ugliness. I saw her once. Scared the life out of me.
That's two people who say it was an old woman.
Have you always been so bitter?
It's not bitterness, it's poorly masked disgust. When everything turns to shit, we all have to eat a spoon or two.
Ew.
With everything that's happened recently, the war, Spanish flu, I must concede that these are difficult times.
A few nights ago, I saw a kid eating a rat. He was right in front of one of those abandoned houses nearby, just chewing on a living rat's insides.
Boy was hungry.
Tell me about the Wet Boot Boys, Archer. I want to know more.
We were there for the families and each other. It was us against the world. We were vicious, tough, even cruel. But we were united.
You sound like you were some kind of radical union member.
Yes, nowadays the communists and gangs squabble over pointless territory. Sounds stupid when you say it out loud.
Tell me everything you know about the Guard of Priwen.
Andrew never told me what they do. I do know they're vigilantes with military training. Access to some impressive firepower.
And what is your personal opinion about the Guard, then?
This Guard of Priwen is just another gang preying on the young and naive. Preying on people like my boy. I know how it works. I invented it.
Huh.
Why did your son really join the Guard of Priwen?
If I believed in a higher power, I'd see this as punishment for my own sins. I deserve it for all the young men I enlisted back in the day.
You don't believe in God, though, do you, Mr. Woodbead? So why did he join?
Now I think about it, Andrew joined the Guard, not to defy me, but to follow in my footsteps, to make me proud.
So your son has left you nothing to explain his actions? No letter or message?
Not even a note. I'm a proud man, Dr. Reid. But I would kneel and pray if I thought it would give me my Andrew back.
Oh. Sad stuff.
I'm looking for a man named Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
The sad saint. Even when he was young, his faith and dedication were inspiring. A beacon even, if I may say so.
Interesting. But have you spoken to him recently?
I spoke with him about my missing son a few days ago. I've not seen him since he was attacked by some drunkard and left the vicinity.
Goodbye, sir.
That make myself kind of... Yeah, he's really healthy. Good amount of blood on him. Headed the right way? Should be.
Oh Christ!
Well, this is going to be an interesting one. Level 15 versus a 22. And he's dead. Well, try my hand now. And Harush. Get on in there, Jonathan. I wish you would run. Dump, bump, and bump. There we go. I'm sure they did some damage to him, but probably not as much as they were hoping. Alright, let's get on through. Still areas I'm getting locked out of over here. me the spark? Weird name. Stop doing that. Just get out of this mode, please.
It's locked.
Good observation, Jonathan. Anybody? Yeah, there's Jimmy. Not gonna enjoy this. Can I use my ultimate? No, not yet.
Seems like the guard of Freeman is on Sean Hampton's trail too.
Oh, come on. Dodge.
Kill is all you deserve.
Jimmy the Spark has a flamethrower. Expecting some sort of...
Someone else to die, vermin!
Some sort of electrical attack. Nope, not good. Not good. Heal me, thank you.
Die,
Not looking good. There we go. Oh, come on, why? Get this auto lock off. Step.
Burn it, boys! Die, vermin!
That. And Jimmy, I need to die. I have to kill you. There we go. Pistol. Nice. And I have 0 stamina. Quit stabbing and shooting and burning. I need my blood. And suddenly that door opens by itself. That's the wrong move, Jonathan. Collected so many things from so many different
The wounds
bodies.
on this corpse are deep, the result of rabid rage. If this is Sean's doing, he's become a murderous beast.
No. Blinker skull. There we go. Extra heal. I've been on this side. Yeah. How the... God dang it, now he's moved over there. How do I get there? Will it let me get there? Be nice. Ooh, box. Oh boy, it's a lot of enemies. Fight you! Nope, none of that. There we go. Blah, blah, blah. There. Dead guys. Looting other dead guys.
This poor man has just been slaughtered by a vampire. The body's still warm.
He's doing that job over there. He won't survive long. Oh, never mind.
He's mine! I
take it?
Nope. Had to do that. You survived your fight, only to die of me.
It's all you deserve. That's got hurt.
And goodbye. Not taking chances. Nope. Stop target locking on that.
Die, beast!
Good shadow resistance.
Filthy piece of shit!
Nope. No gas canisters, please. It's very rude. Well, thank you for your belongings. Yoink. There was another thing I needed to do down here, right? Yeah, these two. Yeah, they're over there. You can do that at the same time. So many skals. So you wonder why this thing gets so long.
There's safer places to be than here.
I am aware of that, sir.
Last warning!
Stab. There. You have nothing on you? Wasteful. Wasteful. Oh, that's why. What's up? And dead. Thank you for your parcel. I will enjoy. Dang, they're patrolling this area like crazy. Can I sneak upon him? Yes. I really need to do more damage when I die. Whew. Takes care of that guy. I should be able to get through here. Nope, no slide. Lying lied to.
There's safer places to be than here.
That's what I'm trying to go for, sir.
Sir! Step away!
Heck, he's yelling for. I left the area. All sorts of stealable goodies. Remember, this is the hero. Looting during an epidemic. Controversial.
I'd head back if I were you, sir.
Oh, I'd very much like to. And it's a skal, right? It's a blinky skal. I could be... Yeah, the door has been unlocked. No longer have to deal with that annoying shit. Money. Alright, so now I have to choose bring it to a relative, sell it to some. And who's the relative? Pretty sure that's the relative, because I have no idea who this other person is. Where the heck am I? Untold stuff. Origin of the skals. Learning new stuff. Upward. How the heck did they want me to go upward? Unknown person. Huh?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reid. Do you need any help?
Rest assured, I will help you, sir. Martin Nightingale, at your service. Please, take a look at my wares.
Your merchandise. I don't really see anything worth having. No offense.
None taken, sir. But please, I need to eat. Perhaps if you keep looking, you'd see something that takes your fancy.
Perhaps, dude. Let me No, I'm not doing that. I'm not selling the watch.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
He's a caretaker for the poor, is he not?
Something like that, yes.
Sorry, I don't know where he is.
Who leaves their playing cards out here in the middle of rain? Seems silly. I will come asking you for stuff later.
Goodbye.
Are you certain you're not lost, sir? You seem quite the stranger to these parts.
I am. But you're not who I'm looking for. I have to deliver this watch. To the family member, not to you. Otherwise, I'm a huge dick. Where exactly do I find them?
I'm the one that should be grateful.
Down there? Then why is it pointing me upward? Game, you are confused. Not you.
Please, sir. Come and have a gander.
Go into the hooky.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. May I come in?
I already took my medication, Doctor. But thank you.
I'm sorry. Your medication? Have we met before?
Don't tease me like that, Jack. Sorry, what?
I think I should come in, miss. I'd like to check if everything is okay, what with the epidemic spreading across London.
An epidemic, you say? How terrible. I had no idea. But where are my manners? Please do come in, Doctor. You are a doctor, yes?
Poor lady. Either has Alzheimer's or dementia. And she has headache. And I don't have any headache meds. How wonderful. Ding it. I do believe I have something for you, madam.
Dr. Tippett, what brings you back here? I heard whispers you had a job at that fancy hospital.
I told you my name is Jonathan Reid. Don't you remember?
Of course I do. I remember my name too. Gillingham. But you may call me Enid, Doctor. I'm very happy to see you again.
Poor lady.
I found this watch. It was a gift from you to your boy, wasn't it? I think it should return to you now.
Oh, I remember. Yes, I recall the day I offered Jack this watch. Oh, it was such a beautiful day. Thank you, sir.
Trinkets and possessions help us remember our past. Promise me you'll not lose it.
I would never lose anything that belonged to Jack. Why don't you take this? Dr. Tippett? Please, for your charity.
Well, she's trying. I'll give her that.
Goodbye, Miss Gillingham.
Barred up door. Not locked case. Free money. Other ingredients. Stuff.
It's locked.
Damn. And I don't have lockpicks. Curse my crappy vampire skills of not being able to look inside cupboards and stuff. Rodney.
I know I've got something that'll strike your fancy. I'll find you something.
Yeah, you'll find me something, but not right now. Talk to the man hiding in the sewers. Endangered citizen. Dude, I have no idea where the heck you are. It says bollocks! How do I even get to him? Never been to the sewers. I gotta deal with all the stupid guardsmen running around, being real a-holes. Seriously, where do I go? Tempt me, glowing box over there. Be able to jump back? I hope so. Few spare coin. All that. Ah, maybe a bit more. Didn't seem worth it. Run faster, Jonathan, you're a damn vampire. You should be able to move quicker than like 4 miles an hour. Another guard appealing note. Sewers. It'd be really helpful if it was.
I cannot enter.
Damn it. Why can't I not enter? It's because this guy. Does he have a key? I will get the key from you, dude. I'm murdering you quickly. Like I said, quickly. Damn, no key. So this is the sewer entrance.
It's locked.
So I need to get in there and save the dude. This is a fine pickle I'm in. Seems the man has to wait. Can't do anything for him right now. Unfortunately. Night shelter's vicinity. Alright. This too is a locked door. This looks like something they would hide a secret in. Special. Oh, there's a crib. That's not good. Front door's open? That's definitely not good. Ooh, hidden chest. There's no dead body, so that's 1 plus. This door's been unlocked. Inconveniently over there. I see you, rat. Nom nom.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Wait, am I headed away from it again? God dang it. Got a lot of blood now. It's not looking good. Dun dun dun. Unknown woman. Oh, we have a hospital? Excuse me, lady. You running
Good
the
evening,
show?
miss.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
Well, you are a bitch. How about that?
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
What is it you want? Does he owe you money? Has he displeased your Royal Highness? I'm no snitch, Mr. Fancy Pants.
No, but you are a massive cunt.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
As I rob you. I'm still the good guy.
What have we here? What's your horse, Governor? Or are you just out your mind?
Oh, even her normal animation talk is like bitch talk. Let's see, anything else before I confront further? Nothing up here so far. Guess it's time to confront.
We here? Lost your horse, Governor? Or are you just out of your mind?
Bitch, go back to your bottle.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town?
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
That's good on you, Lottie.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he manages, I suppose. Why do you want to see him?
He was a patient of mine at the Pembroke Hospital, but he left abruptly.
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton is a discreet and dedicated man. I'm sure you'll find him soon enough.
Alright, you're healthy.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
I like you. You have a better attitude than the cunt outside.
I know I promised you I'd make everything right, Mum. But it's not been that simple.
If your mum's the woman out there, I feel very bad for you. Bomb exploded. Dawson Munitions Factory. Yeah. I know who did that. BR drunkard over at
It's
Tom's
locked,
bar.
all right.
Can't take anything there. Locked door.
I cannot enter.
Anything good? Looks like there might be goods. Who knows, really? Old blood. Nothing fresh so far. Still can't be careful. Holy shit, he's right here? He's not murdering people. Well, good on him, I guess. Forgive me, God, for what I must confess. Sometimes I wish I'd never seen Dyson tell any. I wish I never saved Dyson Delaney from drowning when he fell in the canal. There, I said it. Ah, you're. Sean.
Why the long face, Doctor?
Because your face is what worries me. You look very much,
Is it all that worries you, Sean? My long face? Really?
This is a blessing for me to become a skal. Immortality gives me more time and energy, if truth be known, to run a shelter. What more could I want?
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find me where I am needed.
Wonders never cease. Skal managing an asylum.
And what of you? A vampire doctor? Meals laid out before you. Yet you restrain?
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger, this thirst, cannot be restrained.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak in spirit. He could not shake the thirst for booze, never mind blood. But have faith, my will is far stronger than his.
This can only backfire.
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it? The Lord has made us able to walk amongst the plague and aid those that need it.
Do you think this is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you?
If that is your burden, Doctor, so be it. But I do not fear the cross, nor am I forced to take the life of another. My kind doesn't share your imperfections.
But you must drink blood now to survive.
No, not your scripture. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. So saith the Lord. I only need to eat flesh, no blood.
That's still... Maybe he found a loophole. Didn't say it needed to be human flesh. He could probably eat a steak and be fine.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures. I have nothing but love for all he has made.
But you were close to her?
Of course. But she was lost, separated from the fold. She did not see the hand of the divine in my blessed condition.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
Well, thank you.
Very well. You have definitely intrigued me. I hope you're right, Sean.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I'll surrender myself to your judgment.
So wait, is he insinuating the sewer dog went after him? How did it get to the hospital? Things have only gotten more interesting, to say the least. Well, I need to go there anyway. Let's try to do that real quick before this video drags on any longer. Okay, so he came over here. Random. How connected is this place? Got one of those. Got one of those holy men. Nope. You.
Ain't safe here for a gentleman.
Nope. No, it is not. Stab, 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 stab.
Christ, he's dead!
Yep. I'm glad you did nothing, sir. You were just standing there, welcoming the death. It's a distraction. And you're dead. your belongings, and I take your stuff. Everybody loses their stuff. To the great vampire's looting abilities. Find soon entrance.
For reinforcements, stay. To each man his duty. Ours is to flush every hole out of ranking behind.
Ooh, hello, random free thing. Single shilling. Okay. They've gotten much stronger. Not a fan of that. Come on, I had you target locked. Wait, my blood. God dang it. Seriously? Seriously, you didn't do nothing until they were all dead. You are a very useful and useless member.
Stay back, beast!
Stab, 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 and you're dead. Give me your shit. And you dead, and into the sewer. Bakeman sewers. Alright, so there's a man down here. And other such evidence. Wah. Money!
It's locked.
Damn it. Why does everything have to be locked? I blame your inability to open locked
That
things,
doesn't work.
Jonathan.
That doesn't work. So that's it. These wheels control the water level.
So, did I do a good thing, or did I do a dumb thing?
That doesn't work.
Free money again. I'm just leaving all these shillings down here. Yeah, I did a dumb thing. So... where does it want me to go? It's like nothing down here. I'm confused about this point. For real, what do I do? I'm gonna have to look something up for this, because now I'm just confused. never mind, I see it. Now I'm done. What the hell? Oh, hitting the wrong button.
That gate should shut properly.
And away! And that makes the water stop? Or do I need to hit the control panel? There we go. Splish Splash John's taking a bath. And we got a skal that blinked. Oh. Very, very dead person. That's not good. Another very dead person, but it's a skal, so who gives a shit? Also skal. It's just looking very, very disturbing down here.
I have this thirst for blood.
We know, Jonathan. Shut up and drink the rat.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Is there another one?
This is despicable.
Spooky things.
I cannot enter.
God dang it. Dang it, Jonathan. I didn't want to do that. Oh, again.
These maggots have escaped the wrath of Ascalon for too long. It is time to purge the sewers of their filth.
You again! The one they call the sewer dog.
Hold your tongue, newborn, or I'll crush you like a maggot.
You've let the beast consume you.
Finally, a touch of lucidity. So learn to respect the laws of Ascalon.
Oh boy, you set me on to this guy. That's about all my stamina let me do. Stab, stab, stab.
Lest you vanish, I'll slaughter you. I'm Virgil Banshee.
Nope, nope. Shadows. Good music. Nope. Damn. Oh, shit.
Power you cannot comprehend.
Nope, 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 nope. got force powers! Nope. I gotta keep my stamina up and heal. Nope. Deal with that.
And thine shall be a fair skull to adorn my mantle. My neck shall snap into hairs, brittle bones, newborn.
Stab.
Apart and spill my blood to the pit.
Nope. Stop it.
I shall crush you.
I don't like that.
Return to your apothecary and needles.
You return to being stabbed in the dick by my bone saw. Nope. 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 Stop it. I need more blood. Ah, damn it. Oh, that was luck. Whew. I'm gonna need to heal like crazy. Well, I'm not sure how this proves him innocent. Pretty sure anyone would have noticed the giant 8-foot gray-skinned, red-eyed man running around the hospital.
It's locked, all right.
Come on. Learn to unlock doors, Jonathan.
At least one skal escaped Virgil's wrath.
How did you learn his name? He didn't say it.
The poor creature is bleeding to death. He cannot be far.
Are you over here, Mr. Skal?
How could he have made it this far? There's blood everywhere.
Shiny. I'm on the right track, hopefully. Saving this man. Or I'm not. Dang it. Getting closer. Am I nearby now? What the? Did it just lead me on a fucking goose chase? Arg. Follow the trail, follow the trail. I went that way before.
Has the final hour come, Ascalon? I am
we are, still. Drink now.
Excuse me?
Bless you, Bridget.
This isn't the blood of a vampire, but it will quench your thirst.
Well, this is interesting.
This is our domain, not yours. You've been warned.
Wait, I saved you from this creature. That must count for something.
Thank you. Now go. Go back to the streets and houses. There is no love lost between us, vampire. But thank you.
Sean Hampton sent me here. I believe he wanted me to find you. Who are you?
If you must know, they call me Old Bridget. And this shelter is where we live.
I'm Jonathan Reid. I'm a newborn Ekon. I'm afraid I'm not sure what's going on.
I shall not bend a knee, young Ekon, but I sense your pain. Ask, and I will afford you my attention.
Why was that creature after you?
Fergal is the blunt instrument of the Ascalon Club. His masters would see us dead or turned into slaves if they had their way.
What the hell was that thing? He wasn't an Ekon or a Skal.
They are known as Volkod, an ancient offshoot of immortals. Blood drives them, enrages them.
What of this Ascalon Club?
Vampire society's elite in the Empire. They make the rules and enforce their judgment upon us whom they see as lessers.
So, hoity-toity douches that need to be taken down a peg. Got it.
So is it you that Sean Hampton sent me to find?
Perhaps. The sad saint was always kind to us. He must trust you if he revealed our location.
Sean is a Skal. All those I've encountered have been violent, crazed creatures. How can he be any different?
Maybe because he is the sad saint. Or perhaps because I am Old Bridget of the Sewer Skulls.
Sean killed a patient of mine. And that's just one of the murders he's being hunted for.
If you refer to Harriet, she is now among us and under our protection.
Harriet Jones is alive. That's it. That's the proof Sean wanted me to find. I must talk to her.
No. Harriet is not alive. But you can speak to her. I must warn you. She is fragile and may not receive you warmly.
I don't understand.
She is filled with bile and hate. Her mind is sharp as a tack, but her body is so weak. I've never seen its like before. She is resting in a room on the far right of this hideout.
Thank you. I will bear that in mind.
Well, learning something new every day, aren't we? So now this district is... No, not that. But got some new faces here, and I guess none of the skals go through this. Damn, so I've pretty much unlocked everybody now. Still need to find him. Which he should be over here somewhere. If I'm reading this this map right. But either way, the video has gone on for far too long. So we'll call it an end here. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Hope you're having a good day or night depending on when you see this video. And as always, remember to stay awesome. So until next time, bye bye!